Hey, what is up, you guys? My name is Emily, and if you don't know me, you know me now. So today I am going over my 2015 favorites when it comes to makeup. You guys know I love makeup. I wear it in every single video, possibly, kind of, I think so, I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I loved about makeup this year, and yeah, let's get into the video. So yeah, first product that I loved, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess it. It is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I have been using this since I started show choir, which was almost 3 years ago, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I love this stuff. It's super good. It dries down, and it's really good. Moving on, face next. I love the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow in Creamy Natural. I recently just bought this. It's super cool. I've been sleeping on it. I've seen other YouTubers, rave about this, and I was like, oh, yeah, whatever, it's fine. I was using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and it just did not look good on my skin. I have combination skin, if you don't know. My T-zone is pretty oily, but my cheeks, everywhere else is dry. So this really helps. It looks natural. I don't have a lot of texture, so this is really, really good. Next are concealers. I love the Maybelline Fit Me concealers in 15 Fair, and I also love my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in Light. I love this one for under my eyes, and then this one for my T-zone and to lighten my under eyes. This is such a good combo. I'm glad I figured this out because I cannot live without it now. Like, I seriously can't. To set the under eyes, I use my Airspun Loose Face Powder, and it's super cool. Has a fragrance. Oh, so does this. Has a fragrance. So if you're sensitive to fragrances, I would stay away from this stuff. But I'm not sensitive to fragrances, so this is awesome. It does darken my under eyes a little bit, but it just depends on how much I use. If I use a light hand, then it doesn't. But if I go heavy, it darkens my foundation. I think I just need to get a lighter shade. But I've literally had this for 2 years, and I'm almost finished with it. There's still a lot left, if you guys can see. So yeah, this stuff lasts a really long time. To set my foundation, as you guys know, like I said, I'm combination, but my cheeks are really dry. But I still need to set it so I can, put bronzer and contouring. So I use the Fit Me pressed powder in 120, and it's super light, and it's obviously not my shade. But if I use a light hand and just dust it over my face, because the L'Oreal foundation, it kind of sets down, but it's still a little tacky at the end. So I like to use this to finally set it, and so I can put bronzer and highlighter and everything else on. Alright, speaking of highlighting, bronzer, and contouring, my favorite bronzer of this year was Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Once again, this has a scent, crazy scent, and you can kind of still smell it when you're on your face for about 20 minutes after you've applied it. This is about $13 at Walmart. Kind of pricey for a drugstore, especially when it comes to bronzers, but I was skeptical about it because, once again, I've seen a lot of people rave about it, but it's honestly worth the hype. It is so good. It's blendable, and it has a velvety finish, so it doesn't look matte, so it still gives you dimension, and it still looks good on your face. I use this for my no makeup days, or if I don't want to go on full contour, I like to use this. Haven't been using it here recently because I've been wanting more full glam, but I still love it. I still rave about this, so I would recommend this. I'm also in the shade Light, if you guys are wondering. Next is contouring, which is my Root Beauty contouring kit. Sorry, it's really dirty. But yeah, you guys know I use this in almost every single tutorial. I love this stuff. It's super cheap. These can depot, just so you guys know. These can depot like that. So you can put magnets, and you can put them in Z palettes if you want, which I also think is really cool. But yeah, this stuff is super awesome. Totally recommend it. Favorite blush of the year is, I have two. I have my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Party. It's this nice, maroon shade, but on me it kind of is cool toned and more brown and bronzy, I guess. So I use this whenever I don't want to put on blush. But when I do want to put on blush, I use my Clinique Cheek Pop in Fig Pop, and this was my show choir blush, and it's really pretty. It's kind of has a velvety sheen to it. Doesn't have sparkles. Still, these two are my favorite. I love them. I take them when I travel. Highlighters. I don't know if you guys will be able to guess it, but it is my Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighters. I have 3 of them. One is green, and then I have Ice Cold, which is a white, and then I have Peach Goddess. I'm wearing Peach Goddess right now, so you guys can see. This is Peach Goddess. It's a very nice peachy shade, obviously, because of the name. This is Ice Cold. It is a white shade, super pretty. And then this is Mint Seduction, I think, and it is a green shade. I use this one for my crazy looks, or yeah, so I don't really use this one as much. I use Peach Goddess and Ice Cold like in almost every single tutorial, or if not every single tutorial I have done. Stuff's awesome. Very blinding. If you don't like a blinding highlight, I would not recommend this. If I were to recommend you guys a highlight that isn't very blinding, I would do the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. This is a bronzer, but it's very, very natural. Still has a little bit of shine, but I use this one for my natural days, which is never, because your girl's full coverage. Alright, so that's it for the face. For mascara, I like to use my Essence Lash Princess in black, and for the longest time I was a Maybelline Lash Sensational. I still am, but I was watching It's Likely Makeup, and she was like raving about this, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then my mom actually bought this for me for like an early Christmas present or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I've been wanting to try this out. Super awesome. For eyebrows, you guys should be able to guess this. It's my Kiss Bring the Salon Home in medium brown or whatever. It doesn't really have a shade. Literally, it does not have a shade. I've used the crap out of this. I honestly need to buy a new one because this is just disgusting. Last time I bought this, it was like $8, $9, which honestly, at first when I bought it, I was like, that's really pricey, but I've had this thing for like years now, and it still has lasted me. Like, whenever I want a more defined brow, I will take the wax and take the dark powder and use it as like a pomade, and whenever I want a more natural, I would just use the powder and then use that one for the front. Like, this stuff is so versatile. I love it so much. For eyeshadows, my favorite eyeshadow palette are by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It is the Androgyny palette and the Beauty Killer palette. I have the Androgyny palette on my eyes today. If you want to look or make a tutorial on this eye look, let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely give you guys. Super easy. But yeah, like when I first saw this palette, I was like, it's kind of crazy. You know, there's a few crazy shades. I haven't really dipped into this blue shade. I have in the pink shade because I do more pink eyes, but I haven't really dipped into this blue shade. But honestly, it's a very, cool palette from like here over. If you guys can see, like it's very, you can kind of box it off. So that's an eye look. That's an eye look. It's really good. They're super buttery. They're very pigmented. They blend out like a dream. Oh my gosh, I love this. Anyway, I also got the Androgyny palette. This is really cool. I saw this whenever he first released it, and I was like, okay, I need to have this in my life. Once again, there's still some crazy shades. We have Military, which is a green, and then Swallow and Poison, which are like blues, which I thought was absolutely crazy. But I still, I love this palette. I use Fetish for a lot of my special effects looks because it's very red and irritated. I use, Androgyny for, more like bruises and stuff like that. And I even use Swallow sometimes as well for like veining. So like this stuff is like, it's really good. And then obviously this whole like top row is like a brown smoky eye right there. You've got Frosting, which is a nice yellow shade. I also use that as a highlighter sometimes. You have Safe Word, which is a nice transition color, which I used today. Oh, I used Frosting on my lid. If you guys can see that. Sorry, the lighting just went crap, or been crap, I don't know. Still gotta put this video up though. Then you have Charm, which is a nice orangey shade, which is really gonna make people with green eyes pop. And you've got Deja Vu, which is a nice like brown, bronzy shade. It's very shimmery, but still glowy. Someone with deep dark skin could probably use that as a highlighter. I don't know. It would probably look just really muddy on me. And then Dominatrix is a nice chocolate brown shade for deepening the outer corner and deepening the crease and stuff like that. I also use that on my outer corner today. But yeah, so just these two palettes together, I take them whenever I travel. They are super duper good. I'm so glad that I I spent money in Jeffree Star products because they're honestly so good. It's honestly so good. I would recommend it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post up videos whenever I possibly can. Once again, I super apologize for the lighting, but I wanted to get this up as soon as possible because today is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's New Year's Day. I will be uploading on New Year's Day, so I wanted to get out a video for you guys talking about, my favorites for this past year because it would be weird if I did it in like the middle of like 2018, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next on this channel. And I will see you guys on my next video. Oh, by the way, I'll see you next year. Probably not. I actually don't know when I'm uploading this video, so that was probably really just nerdy of me. Okay, bye.